Hey guys, Marsingin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so today we are going to jump into the legendary Vegeta event with our STR Goku and Gohan, like Goku family / Super Saiyans team here. And we're going to see how well the new LR, Goku and Gohan, the 100th LR, performs in this event at 55%. I think it's probably going to be pretty obvious that they are going to be really good. So I wanted to use this video as a bit of an opportunity to talk about the state of difficult content on global at the moment, because I have no doubt whatsoever that this team is just going to absolutely destroy this event with no difficulty. I think I've brought like one support unit that could potentially get us in trouble later on. Nice level 5 dodge there from the Namek Goku as well. So obviously if you're on JP, you have the red zone. The red zone is incredibly difficult. Only certain teams will even be able to beat the last two bosses, right? Broly for the movie stages and Omega for the GT stages. But obviously on global we don't have access to that. So one of the things that I've noticed, obviously as a content creator over the last like couple of months, is the fact that when new units come out for global, there's not really like anything super exciting to do with them, right? Like I take them into Extreme Super Battle Road and then I take them into the Legendary Vegeta event, but the Legendary Vegeta event is just not like, it's not as hard as it once was, like when it first came out. Same with like the GT Goku event, right? When it first came out, it had that level of difficulty. But you got to remember the fact that the most of the player base, whether they play global or JP, they're very much aware of what the other versions are doing. So obviously then that means the problem that you have is, you know, global players know that the red zone is a thing. So when a new unit comes out, we don't really care like how well they perform in the Legendary Vegeta event, because other than them adding new missions for like titles and all that kind of stuff, which is good, and I'm glad that they are still doing that, but there's no real reason to play the event anymore. And obviously, I mean, you could say that about the red zone, like once you've beaten it for the first time and everything, right? Like there's technically no reason to ever play it again. But this is the big event that like global is looking forward to. And I feel like these dual celebrations are a real highlight of that major flaw. Because obviously for global, we've had Saiyan Day this year with the Int Margin Vegeta. And now we've had the Cell and Goku Dual Dokkan Fest, and then the Part 2 LR with Super Saiyan, Goku and Gohan. And obviously for me, who's over on global, like I've pulled these new units and I really want to see like how well they're going to perform on really difficult content like the red zone, but I don't have that. Because obviously with the Martian Vegeta, obviously his design, people not, you know, super impressed. 10 orbs for Goku and Gohan here, by the way, with AGL Gohan on rotation. So they're 180k defense pre-super, which means they're well over 400k after supering at 55%. STR Goku and Gohan are at 200k for the start of the turn as well. Not ideal, obviously they're not, neither of them are designed to be a slot 1 unit. That's kind of the flaw with this rotation. I mean, we take double digit damage from the normal attacks, but yeah, I pulled Margin Vegeta, I read his kit, obviously you build his team, you bring a Trunks so he gets that extra damage reduction, and you know, the first thing that comes to mind for me is I wonder how he does in the red zone, because that's the hardest content that's available on JP. You know, Omega or Broly just out here laying waste to the units that, you know, a year ago were like the best units in the game or whatever. So when these new units come out, that's kind of like the big thing that you want to see, right? Is like how well does this unit do in the most difficult content? And yeah, for us over here, it's like, you know, this new LR comes out, and for me, the number one thing that I want to see now is like how well is this LR going to do in the red zone? But I can't play the red zone because I'm on global. Now, the only good thing about the delay in the release of these events, and we definitely saw this with like the Gathering of the Gods of Destruction event when it came out for the 6th anniversary, is by the time these events come to global, because we have to wait so long to actually have the anniversary, that we have obviously had a whole bunch of new units release. whole bunch of stuff come out. I know a lot of people used like the GT Heroes teams for the Gods of Destruction, because obviously Golden Week comes before Global's anniversary, so we get these bunch of new units. And this is kind of what I was talking about in the Summon or Skip video. I think I mentioned it yesterday in the 55% showcase video as well. But like, if you've pulled this STR Goku and Gohan and you pull the Part 2 LR, you will be able to beat the red zone. Like, obviously, I guess, you know, you still have to have good units for the rest of your team, but if you've pulled those units, you're going to find the red zone way, way easier than somebody who doesn't have either of them, and then is obviously relying on pulling the anniversary LRs to actually be able to have a chance at beating that content. So, is it wise to transform Gohan here? Will he just kill God Vegeta? He might. And then he's only going to get hit twice, which would be unfortunate, but let's go ahead and do it. I'm sick and tired of getting super attacked in slot 1. Now, obviously, that is, as I said, the complaint with this rotation is that neither of them are really slot 1 units. And because they're so powerful, you will get through the earlier stages where the enemy doesn't really deal a lot of damage to you very, very quickly. Because obviously, if it took us multiple turns to get to, like, you know, even like Super Vegeta, then these units would have attacked a whole bunch of times, they would be more built up, and then obviously they would be much more impressive in slot 1 when we get to this later part of the fight. But am I going to be able to get a decent amount of orbs here? I don't think I am. Let's do this. Okay, no, that did not drop the way I had wanted it to. So, amazing. Alright, well, we'll just get this. Just get 3 key for them. And then I guess we'll grab those for you. Hopefully Gohan doesn't kill with this initial attack, because then he's going to get hit how many times? I feel like that's his... Is that 6 hits? It's like his entire passive. So he's got his, like, guard forever and his full buffs and everything, as long as he doesn't kill Vegeta here. Okay, good. We got an additional normal attack and not an additional super. So... But yeah, so... Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm assuming global players are kind of all in the same boat, right? Like, we're just desperately waiting for the red zone to come out now at this point. Because for me, I want to try out so many different teams in that event. Like, I saw Truth recently did a video, and no one had done one up until that point that I'd seen, of trying out the Heroes team in the red zone. And obviously, some of the bosses are definitely going to be a little bit too hard. But that feels like a really fun place to use some of those units. So, unfortunately, I think Gohan would get the kill here. The friend is 90%. So, I'm going to go ahead and do the quick heal here from AGL Gohan. Top up our HP a little bit. Give everybody a nice defensive buff. But yeah, hopefully you guys kind of get the idea of what I'm sort of talking about here. Is the fact that these units coming out at the same time on both versions is hype, but at the same time it's like there's no real content to really show off like what they can do for global. Because the other thing as well with the new LR is because they are Goku and Gohan together, is like a joint forces card. Then I was looking through like the Extreme Super Battle Road stages that are available on Global at the moment, and there's not really any of the category ones that you can run these guys on, right? Because Goku Family doesn't have one yet, Super Saiyans doesn't have one yet. They're not on Pure Saiyans or Hybrid Saiyans because it's only it's both of them together, right? So they don't get either of the categories. So yeah, it's just a little bit disappointing that there's no really, really difficult content to take these units into to show off what they can do, at least at the moment on Global. So, like I say, the Legendary Vegeta event is probably it's the most difficult long form event that we have. Obviously, the most difficult short form event is either certain stages of Extreme Super Battle Road or still the Gods of Destruction event as well, I guess. Let's see what we can do here. If I grab these for you, and then we can get, that's only 5 orbs for the LR. That still is pretty good and puts us to, what is that, 21 key? Yeah, 21 key, so they're going to get the guaranteed additional. I'm a little bit worried about Gohan at the end. I don't know if he's super attacked enough times to have his full passive active and potentially get some dodges. Hopefully, Vegeta tries to super attack one of our first 2 units. It's going to dodge Gohan. Okay. Gohan, of course, just impervious to damage at this point. 7.2 million. And he dodged that as well. Are you kidding me? And then we get the guaranteed additional 4.4. Wow. Vegeta just straight up dodging everything. And he hasn't super attacked yet. Wonderful. So this Gohan is probably in for an absolute beatdown in the final slot here now. Because I don't know if his passive is active for him to get dodges. He's tanking the normal attacks, so that's fine. Just don't super attack me. Okay, good. Because that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, he can actually be pretty good when he's fully built up, but obviously he's not the best when it comes to tanking like a super attack or something, obviously. So let's go ahead and do this. We potentially finish off Vegeta here, because we've got, what, 6 out of 7 links active with the Namek Goku. We've got the 40% support from Gohan, from Xeno Goku. So Gohan is going to be looking very good here. He's been hit first, and he got hit 3 times, so he got that attack buff, because he only got, this one is the one I think that only got hit once in the previous turn, right? So he now has all that extra attack. Yeah, he's at 10 million attack stat for this Dokkan attack. So this is a 90% friend. I didn't check the links. I'm going to assume at this point that anyone that has a 90% Goku and Gohan set as their friend lead is probably level 10 links by now. But yeah, just casually take care of you. That's what we like to see. And then we got the defensive buff. Let's go ahead and do our active skill here. I need to try and line up some orbs. I guess I could grab these and see how this drops down, right? Because we've got all the rainbows and everything. So let's go ahead and do that. Still only 5. But let's go ahead and pop the active skill here. We got type advantage, so I'm expecting this to do a lot of damage. Guaranteed crit as well. This is with no attack support on the rotation. Because remember, AGL Gohan is only giving defensive support. So... man, the animation for this is just so good. I love this active skill. So how much damage do we do? No attack support. Forgot how long it takes to actually see the damage. 4 million. Okay, so just a casual free 4 million damage. And then we can grab 5 orbs. We're going to be getting our guaranteed additional super attack. So let's just grab these. And we should be looking pretty good. So we're going to get the guards here. I can't remember which Gohan is which now, which is something you kind of need to keep track of when you're using these guys, right? Because you want to exchange into Gohan when you know you're going to be able to take a bunch of attacks, because you do not want to get to this point and then this Gohan is not guarding, and then this attack obviously just kills us. Whereas instead, we just take 34k, and even though that lowers your defense, he's then still just taking double-digit damage. So 6.1 million is what we get here with no attack support on the rotation. And of course, because we did the active skill, we get guaranteed crits on our supers for this turn. Well, on all of our attacks. So both of them are additionals. That's why I would love to have dupes in this guy, or actually have good additional skill orbs, because we could have potentially got a third super attack, which would have also been a guaranteed crit on this turn. So this unit just absolutely laying waste to this event. Now, I guess obviously, like you've seen, there was a couple of times in this where we got tagged like in slot 1 with a super attack and stuff like that. So obviously this event can still be difficult. Obviously there are still ways that you can take quite a lot of damage. I guess that's not really the same as difficult though, right? Like, as long as you build a decent team. I mean, with items, this event is not that difficult, right? We have 2 item slots available for the Legendary Vegeta event, and we haven't had to use any. Obviously, bringing a unit like the AGL Kid Gohan is a big benefit as well, because we do get the that heal. The friend just, you know, spitting out these 10 million attack stats again. So I know people love to complain about how long it takes to get Gohan to actually come out, but man, once he's actually out, he is insane. Just putting out like 10 million attack stats whilst also taking no damage. Like, that's the crazy thing, right? Apparently that Gohan was not guarding, but post super attack, without guarding, he still only took like 200k for an STR unit. So apparently he's the one that didn't get hit enough times. That is actually crazy, without his guard post super attack, he just survives the final flash. There's not a lot of STR units in the game that can do that, so yeah, that is actually very impressive. So we're going to get tagged a whole bunch of times in slot 1 here. We've got another 5 orb rotation for the LR. So we should go ahead and finish this off quite nicely here. Because this is the Gohan that does have his guaranteed guard. So he's not getting taken out. Pretty much all of the attacks in slot 1. This is the ideal rotation for when you have Gohan out. And my one has 2 dupes. So the 2 dupes Gohan is at like 9 million attack stat, which is still pretty good. Now, as long as he doesn't dodge, we should be finishing him off here with the LR. So with support, 7.3 million at 55%. And we get a guaranteed additional super. So as long as he doesn't dodge this one, then it is GG. Yep, there we go. So yeah, obviously the LR, as expected, this team functions very, very well. And the LR unit themselves functions very, very well in this event. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about the content imbalance. Because obviously global, we've always had to wait for content. But I really feel like having these units that drop at the same time, it really highlights the difference in like the difficulty level of the content that we have available. Because as I said, JP players get to take this team build, or at least these units, right? Goku Gohan, Cell, the new LR Goku and Gohan, physical Cell when he easy A's like in the next, is it 2 weeks or something? All of those units, they get to test them out in the red zone, and basically this is the hardest event that we have at the moment. So a little bit disappointing, but obviously, of course, the LR looking super good. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.